Hey everyone, thank you for joining us. I don't know what time it is, but it's morning here, it's night in the States, and it's early morning, late night in Europe. So if you're watching, I appreciate it. This is a member stream only. I don't know how many people are in, so we'll see. But if you are in, thank you for coming. If you're a little bit late, no worries. And we will be making this a public stream a little bit later in the week as we get closer to the Medicom event. I'm struggling a bit with a cough, so if I start coughing and having a coughing fit, I apologize. Ryan is using some sketchy Wi-Fi that he's stealing from a hotel, so he might be in and out. Derek is very quiet because he's got people sleeping in his home. And Al, I don't know. Are you good to go? I mean, is there any?
I'm good to go. Just got done with work. I did stay up a little late last night, finishing up this Lego Technic F1 McLaren car. So I'm running on like 2-3 hours of sleep. But I'm good. I'm here.
Okay, good. That's awesome. So Ryan, you wanna share any tidbits of wisdom?
Wisdom?
Wisdom. What's that?
Wisdom. My wisdom is find the websites that you think are the best and the best prices and do a little research. I see people buying or pre-ordering a lot of sites, and I'm running into an issue with getting things shipped. I think Derek got HG, Hobby Ginky, or whatever you call it. He got his shipment just recently.
I got another one shipping out soon too.
So again, find the sites that you guys enjoy or that are good to you. I'm running an issue with a company, Savage Crucible, who shipped me a figure, the wrong figure in their own box. I'm not talking about the shipper box. I'm talking about their own box, the wrong figure. And I just be careful with the companies that you spend money on, and if they don't make things right, then you got to slow down your purchases with them. So that's what I'm doing with Savage Crucible. And then I know at my house right now, my son's got about 20 boxes. So I haven't been home for the last couple of days. So my son's got about 20 boxes. So when I get home, I'm going to be laying down on that carpet and open up all those boxes like it's Christmas Day, right? So looking forward to that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that and record everything and let us see the excitement.
Yeah,
I'm
what is this? On my bear rug.
Instagram live it.
Get one of those red velvet smoking.
Yeah, only figs, right? Yeah.
OnlyFans unboxing.
So what's going on with you, Derek? Anything? You just got a box in the mail, right, with some stuff?
Oh man, I like this box. I got my amazing Yamaguchi Winter Soldier. Been waiting for that. That guy's nice.
Yeah.
And like I said in the post, man, that box for Batman and the horse is way bigger than I thought it was. Like,
do you have it next to you right now?
No, I can run and get it in a little bit,
right.
but yeah. It's right in the other room right there, so I can run and get it. But maybe I'll open it
for people who haven't gotten it. It's a really, really big box.
Man, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2", 200 pounds, and I'm looking. I have this thing right.
You need some help picking it up.
The FedEx guy was like, "What do you have in here?" I was
like, "I can tell you, but don't tell my wife."
Yeah, exactly. Don't let her know.
Don't let people know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So getting into the poll, we had overall we had nearly 2,800 votes. So that's a pretty good amount of people, pretty good amount of votes for what we did. So we had a first round and a second round. The first round basically covered different IPs. So we had like Star Wars original trilogy, prequels. We had Marvel, we had DC, and then we had miscellaneous. The Marvel at the beginning was really, really strong. So I would say probably the most interest was Marvel and DC in the first round. And that's also reflected in the final round of voting. So people want their comic characters, I think, a lot more than they want, another Luke Skywalker or, a Michael Myers or something like that. So when we're doing this list, we're going to start from number 20. These are the top 20 that we got. We'll start obviously backwards from number 20. And, we'll hopefully see what people got and hopefully my computer cooperates. It's been really bad recently. It's been super slow, even worse than before. So this morning when I woke up, I had a lot of issues with getting the computer just to kind of, open up a web page. So hopefully it cooperates and we don't have any big issues. But like I said, if you're watching, if you're there, again, this is members only now, and the issue we have is that members we have from all over the world. Some people are sleeping right now. Some people have obligations. It's a Friday night for a lot of people. It's a Saturday morning here. So if we don't get a lot of people in the chat, no worries. It's okay. We're not going to hold it against you. But I do want to remind people that for the members only, the channel members only, we are going to do the Wolverine raffle. So what that is I was able to pick up a couple Wolverines over the week, and this is the MAFEX Wolverine. There it is, the MAFEX Wolverine. And if you win the raffle as a channel member, you have the option of paying basically what I paid. So whatever I paid, I'll just pass that on to you. Seeing as most of the sites are selling out of this again in minutes. So, if you're not at your computer, if you don't have access to when these things go up quickly, you might miss out. So if you are a member, you want one, you want another one, you want a fifth one. If you win the raffle, just let me know that you want it. Most of you, I think, have already contacted me, but not everybody has, and that's okay. So if you get it, just let me know if you want it or not. If you don't want it, I'll put it back in and maybe make it available to people again at a later time. So I appreciate people becoming members. It's great. Those things help pay for the streaming platform or whatever. So without further ado, we'll get into the list. What do we think? What do we think is going to be number 20? Any guesses? Let's go with Ryan. What do you think is the number 20?
Are we doing Marvel first?
I'm not going to say.
Okay. So number
Marvel's
20
going to be at the top.
It could be Marvel. It could be DC. It could be Star Wars original. Star Wars prequel.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's everything.
Everything. Say number 20. I'm going to pick Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think that's going to be higher.
All right, Derek, what do you think?
I think it's like a Kobe or like one of those basketball ones.
Actually, none of the basketball ones made the final cut.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
A bit of relation over there from
Professor X. I'll say Professor X.
Professor X. All right. Okay. What do you think, Alan?
You know what? I know we ended up adding a lot of movie properties, and there were so many that they were just split. So there was like one here. But I'm thinking some of the older movie properties might have made it, and I want to say I think I saw Matrix. Neo was a popular choice, so I'm going to start with that because I'm pretty sure the top of the list are going to be mainly, Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. So I'm gonna go with Neo.
Okay. Al is the closest. Al was on the right track. It's not Neo, but you're in the right ballpark. Let's say that.
Okay.
So let me just say how much of a pain in the butt it was tallying up this list, because we did the poll in the Facebook group. And for those of you who aren't members, who haven't joined the Facebook group, please do so. Don't tell my wife. Okay. So anyway, it will tell you like the percentage, right? So there will be something that says 2%, and then there'll be something that says 6%. So the 6%, you look at it, you're like, okay, well, that got more votes. No. You go in and start counting the votes. The 2% might have like 17 votes, and the 6% might have 14. So that whole system, that whole algorithm that they did to tally up the percentages is way off.
Is it because it was
each one and count the votes, because the vote count was very different than the percentage it was telling you. So if you were looking at it, like for example, Al might have looked and saw that Neo might have had like 8%, but when you went in, he only had like 5 votes. There were some that had 0% and 4 votes, and others that had 1% and 0 votes.
Is it because it was added later?
No,
Okay.
not at all. It was just how it was tabulating everything. It was just weird. So when we do these in the future, if you're looking at it and you see a percentage, discard that. You actually have to go in and actually count the votes. And the Facebook one, just the poll wasn't counting the votes, the actual votes. So anyway,
rigged elections, right?
Right. Don't say that.
Was Counter-Strike involved, or whatever that company was today?
All right. So drum roll. What do we have for number 20?
Oh yeah.
We have Conan the Barbarian, the Arnold Schwarzenegger version. So this is actually one of the ones that I voted for. I know that I put it in the voting, and I think Al put it in later as the Arnold version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
which was actually the one that I meant when I put it in. So it was in there twice, which normally would count against it, but it ended up making it to the final round, and it came in at number 20. So I would love to see a Schwarzenegger, Arnold, Conan. I think it would be great. They would just have to obviously get the proportions right. But I think if anybody can do it, MAFEX would be able to do it. So I'm pretty happy with this one. What do you think, Ryan?
I definitely want Arnold Conan, and it seems like he's been they've been making figs of him, so I think it's a possibility.
Yeah, that was something that was crossing my mind as well.
Yeah,
like they have been doing the figures of him, so who knows?
They just got to put longer hair.
What was that?
They just have to put the hair longer. I mean,
they'd have to get the hair right and make sure that it doesn't hinder the neck, right?
Yeah.
Gotta get that.
Hey, and MAFEX has done Arnold already, so
yeah. I mean, and they've nailed the head, so
yeah.
I have to get that one.
This was like my top 3 right here. I'm pretty surprised he was at 20. I was thinking he'd maybe make it to, top 10 even.
Well, like I said, it was very, very comic heavy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So people want their comic characters, and that's understandable, But
that was the one we voted for 5 or 7.
What was that?
Did we get 5 votes in that one or 7? I can't remember.
Oh, for the Conan?
Yeah, well,
no, for the voting pool.
The voting on that one.
The voting pool you put, because you did 2.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what the first pool was.
Okay.
In terms of like what the original number was. What is that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I voted. If I remember right, I voted him, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, there was like the Man with No Name, Clint
Larry
Eastwood.
Bird.
Had like the Ghostbusters.
I had to do Larry
properties.
I had to do Larry Bird because I saw Robert did it.
So I had to do Larry Bird.
Yeah. I was changing votes to help people out. Yeah.
Well, you never play by the rules, though, do you? Here's my top 10, which is actually 50.
Let me just vote all of them.
So anyway,
your top 10 was its own. Your number 10 was his own top 10.
His own top 10.
I was making fake accounts. to rig this one. That was weak. A couple of them got banned pretty quick.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we're all happy with this one. I think
Oh,
people
definitely.
are pleased.
Heck, he could be my top
I'm happy.
10.
We'd all buy this, yes?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Hopefully, if they make him big like Bane, that would be a dope. Like, don't
Oh,
make
yeah.
him small. Like, I want him big like Bane, like they did the Bane.
Yeah, or the Superman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
We want him Mr. Olympia. version.
Dark Knight
Knight
Superman.
Returns. Yeah.
You know, have him really beefy and buff.
We don't want him
Otherwise-
slim fast. Slim fast. We want him to be Mr. Olympia version.
We
Yeah.
need MAFEX to do this. Otherwise, we're stuck
Yeah.
with the Super 7 versions.
Well, that Mezco one is pretty nice, but it's the comic.
It's
would
comic.
You say that's the Frazetta version of Conan? The Mezco one?
Yeah, that's the comic version.
Yeah. I can't wait to get that. Did you get that yet, Ryan? King Conan?
It's got stuck in Florida, but
Yeah.
it did move, thank God. And then I got a second one coming too, with the Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, I'm
I got a
waiting on
lot of
mine to get that.
Mezco coming soon, tons.
So make sure, August 1st to the end of the month, don't unbox anything. Keep them all in boxes. And then film yourself opening them all.
We should
We'll
just
put
do
up
a
the Christmas
stream.
tree just for that. Yeah,
We should just do a stream with just
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, we could do that and get his impressions. And
yeah,
like, for those of you who don't know, Ryan probably gets like 6 boxes a day
yeah.
of different things.
Well, did
so
I
it'd
put-
be great.
Did I send that picture of just what was it, 6 box? It was just like FedEx
Six
or
boxes
UPS.
just stacked
Yeah,
up.
with 6.
Yeah. That was just
stacked on top.
one guy that brought that up.
Yeah.
And my post office guy retired. I still have gift cards for him because I always buy him gift cards, but he retired. So
You retired him? He was like, man, I'm tired of these boxes.
yeah, he was. Well, yeah, he
I got to
worked there
quit.
for 40 years or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's 19? Let's do it.
All right. So what do we think? I'm going to give you guys
19.
a clue. I'm going to give you a clue.
Mhm.
So 19 is also, I would consider, a movie character.
Die Hard, John Carter.
All right. So you have John McClane.
John McClane.
John McClane,
Carter.
Die Hard.
John Carter.
He didn't make
Yeah.
the cut.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a dope one though.
I don't even know who. I would say something with Clint Eastwood, but I
No,
don't know,
unfortunately, he didn't make the cut either.
Maybe it's the Matrix Neo.
What is this? What is this double guessing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You had your guess.
I was
Get
doing
out
it
of
for
here.
Al. I was doing it for Al because Al was there, but he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna stick with Neo.
All right. So
See?
if you listen to my words, I said I consider this a movie character.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Consider. Meaning,
I wish I could
I
see
would
this
classify
list.
this as. So it could be something else.
It's like a TV
You
show.
know what? I'm gonna guess it's
I'll give you another
maybe Godzilla.
We didn't put Godzilla in the thing.
Oh, I thought we did. I could have sworn we did.
I was going to
No,
say Forrest Gump. but-
Ryan had mentioned maybe a collaboration when I said they could never do the scale.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, SHF has their line of the kaiju figures, so
Yeah, Monster Arts does theirs, and they have the
There
license
you go.
for Japan, so they'd never
I
be
see.
able
I see. Okay.
to do it. Ryan, you wanna take another guess? He's got Godzilla.
I'm going to say Deadpool
All right, okay,
movie version.
that's a little bit more in line. What do you think, Derek?
We'll
We'll give you a third guess.
Show. I don't remember any like TV show stuff.
Well, I didn't say
Oh,
TV show. I
Oh.
never said that.
Or it's not movie though. So
Oh, and
it's
I
movie-ish.
know what it is.
Get out of here, Ryan. You had your guess. Get out.
I just figured it out.
Get out of here.
I have no idea. I have
I'm
no
gonna
idea.
boot you from the chat.
Starts with letter I. Is
I
that
don't
it?
know.
No.
Letter
No.
I? No, dang.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Christopher Reeve Superman.
It's a movie though.
that's good.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. I would consider it a movie character.
He would be
But-
my top two.
Okay,
Superman.
MCU
Yeah.
Superman, the original. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is again one of the ones that I voted for in both the first round and the second round. This is a character that Hot Toys did back in the day
Mr. Christopher Reeve.
that people want, and I'm just guessing. I mean, I know InArt has teased one. They haven't put it up yet, but that's 1/6. I don't know if it's an issue with his estate keeping the license maybe too expensive or just withholding it altogether, but this is definitely I would say people's favorite Superman.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Superman. I love the Christopher Reeve interpretation of him, how he changes from Clark Kent to Superman, and it's one that I've really wanted for a long time, and I sincerely hope they do it. I would be.
Have you seen his
all in on
son?
this.
His son looks just like him, so hopefully.
Does he?
Yeah, hopefully he becomes an actor and be our new Superman as well.
Do you know how old his son is?
I think he's in his
20s, 30s?
20s, I believe. Upper 20s, I believe.
So, what do we think about this one, Ryan?
I think I would say he would be in my top 12. I know I voted for him.
Top 12.
Top 12.
Not my
That's
top 11,
funny.
not my top 13.
Top
my
12.
top 12.
He was my top 10, but top 12.
Okay. All right. So you would
Yeah,
would
I
absolutely
was.
Yeah. I mean, when I grew up, that's my Superman.
this is my Superman. Yeah.
That's the movies I remember going when I was a kid at the theater.
Yeah.
Biggest impact.
Derek,
Yeah, I would get this one.
you
I
don't
would
sound very
definitely get this one.
confident.
The thing is, I don't know about MCU and MAFEX. I like the comic stuff better, but they just have to do better with MCU
Well, this is
for me.
DC. It's not MCU.
Yeah.
So you're just what? You're not sold on how they do their live action figures?
Yeah, not yet. I have too many of them. I'm not. It's not the best for me.
Okay.
So I'm a bit
Fair enough.
skeptical when it gets to like movie characters, MAFEX.
Okay. So it's a maybe for you.
It's a maybe. If I see it, I'll say, okay, I like it.
Yeah, if you see me zooming it around, flying around, it's like, oh.
I mean, they
All right, Al, what
definitely.
do you
Hours
think?
later.
I'm actually surprised that this was actually this low. I would expect this in the top 10, but I know it was a lot of more comic-based interpretations that were very popular. But this is considered the best live-action Superman overall, and also the one I grew up watching as well. So yeah, I definitely get this one. And it's funny that Dark brought up his son. I think I saw an article the other day that his son has a cameo in the next James Gunn Superman movie.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was born in '79, so he's
79. He's up there
40s,
then. He's in his 40s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in 40s.
But yeah, definitely. I mean, hard to say no to a Christopher Reeve Superman figure. I think the last one I had was I think the old Kenner ones.
I kit bashed a sideshow Superman, the comic Superman, and I got a Christopher Reeve's head, and I put it on. And for me, it's I don't have the Hot Toys one, but I kit bashed that one, and I have him in a 1/6 phone booth.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. It's really, really cool.
I was actually thinking about
favorite
doing something. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a kit bash too, but then like you mentioned, InArt they briefly showed theirs off, so hopefully we get some more news on that.
Well, you know that the in art is going to cost you $500 or $600. So Kit Bash will probably only run you what, $250? Get the sideshow body and then get that head that kind of floats around. The head is good. It's a really good head.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably taken from the Hot Toys one.
Mezco did
like a
him.
recast, yeah.
Mezco did him a couple years ago.
Did they? Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just have to slim him down. I'm just looking at the bodies of their figures. I mean, you could literally take the Zack Snyder Superman and a couple changes and put his head on. Now, Hot Toys is supposed to be coming out with a Superman. Is that him? Reeves?
I would say probably not, like that rumor list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, if they need to come out with him.
I mean, it could be just another Henry Cavill, like a 3.0 at this point, because they're coming out with another Ben Affleck Batman from BVS. So they might just be revisiting that line.
Well, the way that Hot Toys is operating now, this would be limited to 1,500 pieces.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, but I would love the dark Superman from Superman 3.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the one I'm talking about?
Superman?
Drunk
Superman?
Yeah, he turns bad, right?
Yeah.
He's got a drinking problem. I want that one. That's the one I want.
The 5 o'clock shadow.
Let's keep this gravy train rolling. What do we say for number 18? Same genre.
DC,
I consider it a movie character.
Movie comic.
Yeah.
Movie.
I'm trying to remember everything that we put.
Oh, that's easy.
I only got like 10. I only have 10 down that we put.
Starts with letter B.
Easy. What do you got?
Starts with letter B.
I'm gonna go with the letter J.
Damn.
BJ?
Y'all really trying to start an OnlyFans in
here.
All right, Ryan, go.
I know. I mean, you got to know that it's going to be Michael Keaton, right? Batman.
All right. He's got Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Batman.
All right. Derek's got Michael Keaton. So it's not Michael Keaton, it's Batman, right?
Yeah, it's Batman.
I mean, it's not Bruce Wayne. We're talking about Batman, right?
You don't
talking about Beetlejuice either, right?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna go with Joker actually.
I think Beetlejuice was in the first round, but it didn't.
Did we leave off Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
Dang. I like Forrest Gump. I want the jogging Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
The run,
Running
Forrest, run.
Well, DJ Custom did them in 1/6, and they came out terrible. So
yeah,
I saw that. Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Jack Nicholson Joker actually.
Okay, so Joker 89.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go. Batman 89. Now, this figure was put out by Figuarts a few years ago, maybe a year ago, maybe at this point.
Yeah.
And it was awful. It was terrible. So
I don't really do that good on Batman's Figuarts.
Well, Figuarts, I mean, it's very hard to find anything that's kind of in between, right? They usually knock it out of the park or they crash and burn. And I think that this Batman was prime example of crash and burn. It just came out really, really bad. So I would love to have a proper 1/12 scale Batman with great articulation, a really nice head sculpt, which Figuarts, they don't seem to do anymore. But nailing the cowl has it, sits on his shoulders. I think if anybody could do that, I think MAFEX would be able to do that.
And Mezco's was a disaster too.
Yeah, Mezco's was pretty bad as well. Yeah. I was trying to remember who did the other one, but yeah.
McFarlane.
Yeah. So, what do we think? We'd all be in on this or no? Derek, are you still a maybe?
No, I would definitely. They do good with Batman, so yeah.
Yeah.
Any Batman MAFEX has bought out, it's always been fire. So
yeah. Except for the last one with those abs, with that space.
I don't mind that. I think it's
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Like for me, it's just
Yeah.
you know.
And
He had it on. He
like
had
the
it ready. Look, let me show you how.
Yeah. Well, I got everything spread out in front of me, so.
Hey, people are saying that's figure of the year. It's always
those people probably bought one figure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, figure of the year. How many did you get? I got one.
The one that I bought this year.
You know, Jason brings up a good point. Are we going to have it screen accurate so you can't move his head? How are we going to have this figure?
Yeah, it would have to be screen accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they're pretty good. They're pretty good at doing that. You know, they
got to turn the whole body, man.
They're great.
Well, give him a Bruce Wayne. Do a 2-pack. That's what I would do.
Well, I'm sure what they would do is they do the one with the cowl ripped off.
Oh yeah, from part 2.
Yeah, and it got damaged in the first one as well, so you could have that one if you're just doing the first movie, which I guess is this one.
I'll make it.
All right, so we're all in agreement. This is a good choice. We all get it.
The last two, all three of them I'd be getting. I get everything.
Better get that old FedEx guy back.
Yeah. All right. What do we think about number 17?
17. Give me a hint.
Yeah, we got another hint.
It's not movie.
Okay.
So now we're in the comic realm.
Okay, so in the comics, I was really into some of them. I picked. I noticed a lot of other people weren't picking, so I know I picked.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a further hint. It's DC.
Yeah. Deathstroke.
That's what.
DC.
So
you have Deathstroke. Al, did you say Deathstroke?
No, that'd be a good one too. But I'm feeling like it's gonna be like a Justice League member, so I'm gonna go with Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Okay. What do you think, Derek?
Yeah, I saw the Green Lantern was there, and not many people pick Green Lantern. I saw that. Okay. Oh, I did see a Robin. We did Robin, didn't we?
Robin was a choice. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna pick Robin.
All right. So you're all wrong.
Dang it.
Okay.
That was.
Oh wow.
Robin was the closest, I guess. But
yeah, Dark was the closest.
Yeah, but it ain't Robin.
Yeah.
So, a proper Red Hood, I think would be great. I know a lot of people want this. So, I would be shocked.
Nice Red Hood out though right now.
Yeah, I would be shocked if this is not one of the figures that they display this coming weekend. Man. I would be shocked.
Is he more popular than Deathstroke? Just curious.
At this point, I would probably say yes.
Yeah.
Because there's not that many Red Hoods out any company.
Yeah.
So, Red Hood's got a lot of spotlight in different medias too, like the video games, TV shows. He's been getting a lot more spotlight.
I think they would nail it. I think they would kill it.
The Arkham Knight, they have the Deathstroke looking like Yamaguchi.
People were kit bashing Arnold, Terminator, with this.
With this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was kid bashing. I've noticed in groups they were kid bashing.
Kid bashing.
How'd it come out? Did it look good?
I can't remember. I just know they were using the body of one of the Arnolds.
What head did they use?
I don't remember. I know a couple of them did it, and they looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought I had mine.
Okay.
Because the Arkham Knight, they have the Red Hood face kind of, and the chest plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, I would pick this up absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This would be a really great companion piece to the entire Batman lineup. So we all in agreement? We like this?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely take 18, 19, 20 over this big time.
Yes.
Over
Oh,
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Be surprised.
so I'm a little surprised about this.
This was higher. Yeah, I'm surprised this was higher than
Yeah.
the previous.
Well, I would
Entries.
take 18, 19, 20 over probably the next 6.
Yeah.
So let's just say that. Okay. So let's move on. Number 16, what do we think? Let's start with Al and then go up.
Do I get a hint too?
We're
Just
still
start
in
with
DC.
hints.
We're still in DC.
We're still in DC. Okay.
know.
You know what? I'll go with Flash.
Okay. Good guess. What do you think, Derek?
I'm gonna do Robin again.
Robin again. Okay. Good guess.
I liked what Al said last time, Green Lantern. I think he's a must.
Okay. So we're still in the Batman universe.
Yeah.
Okay. And the answer is
What?
Batgirl. Yeah.
Wow.
Barbara Gordon. People want it.
Gee.
People want it. So of all the figures, 2019, 18, 17, 16, I would put this last in terms of figures that I would line up. If I only had a certain amount of money, this is the last one that I would allocate money for. But I think if they did it really well, like I'm going to say something along the lines of the nothing like the Poison Ivy, but if they did something like the Marvel ones, whether it's Jean Grey or it's Storm, I'm not a big fan of their Catwoman.
No.
But if they did it like one of those new Marvel ones, I would be on board. But I would put this lower down in my tier of things that I would spend my money on.
Yeah, I wouldn't get this. I don't think I would get this.
You wouldn't get it at all?
Mm-mm.
What if it was Amazing Yamaguchi? Would you get it?
It depends on how she moves. Because the Catwoman is really dope for
Yeah.
But I don't like the way they do women on the MAFEX.
Yeah, they're very particular.
They need to have a great cape, multiple head sculpts.
Yeah, multiple
with the same hair flow and sculpt. For
they don't seem to understand. It's not a windy day every day.
Yeah.
You don't need.
I'd rather them do that though, because when they don't put the windy hair, then that's when the head doesn't.
Well, see, the Aquaman, the new Aquaman they have, it's very flexible and you can kind of move it. So you can move the head back.
Is it?
That hair doesn't hinder it at all.
But that was figure arts on MAFEX.
The wired cape has to be pretty good.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to try this now.
I would love for them to do this. They haven't put out a vehicle in years.
Aquaman.
If they could do the Bat cycle or her cycle.
Oh yeah. It is super flexible. I didn't even really pay attention to it.
What one is that? Hold on.
This is the Aquaman. So yeah, as you can see, it is like super.
Yeah, it's very flexible.
Pop this head off. Oh, whoops.
Throw it away.
My bad. Murder on live television. But yeah, so yeah. Wow, it is really flexible.
It's very flexible. So if they started doing that with some of these female figures, I think it would work really, really well, and you wouldn't have to have that, windswept hair look.
Yeah.
So if they did incorporate that, would that change your opinion on getting this figure?
Yeah, I would get it if
No.
it looks good. I mean, but like I said, if you don't do the cape right, you don't do multiple sculpts of
The
hair.
body, right? Like what they
Yeah.
did with the Rogue. If they
Yeah,
don't
she
do the
needs
body
to.
right.
Yeah, but you got to have a real nice butt on this and a nice, you know what? Because some of the female like bodies are just terrible. Like they look just they're not proportioned right. I don't think.
It's weird when the men are thicker than the women. I'm like, listen.
Thicker than the
All these
Snickers.
guys got big butts. The women don't have big butts. That don't make sense.
All right, so I think for most of us,
Definitely don't tell your wife. Definitely don't tell your wife about this.
Don't show her. Don't show her.
Yeah.
You'll get
for
that.
me-
You'll get that meme thing, right? Turning around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the same as everyone. I mean, it also depends on how good of a figure looks, but also I still wouldn't put it high on my priority list over the previous entries that we've already seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like this, in terms of the other figures, this would be the last one that I would get.
I'm shocked it's so high.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. The next one is Marvel. So let's start with Derek.
Okay. Professor X.
Okay. Ryan.
Whew. Let me think about this one. I'm gonna think all X-Men 97s are pretty high. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna pick probably one of my favorite Punisher.
Okay.
Mm.
Al.
And then so we're still comics, or is this movies?
We're still comics.
Oh, still comics. Okay.
We don't have any more movies. Movies are
Okay.
done.
So I'm gonna say the same as Ryan. In terms of X-Men, is probably gonna be more like the top 10. I'll say Ghost Rider.
Boom.
Damn it.
Okay.
That's a one I oh gosh.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent choice. Yeah.
Nice.
Now we're all in agreement, I think, that if they're gonna do this, they need to include the motorcycle. Yes.
Oh,
And it
yes.
has to have the fire. I don't want
Yes.
the
With
regular
the
wheel.
pieces. Or if
And
they're
we're-
not going to include it, you have to make it available.
And it has to be better than Hasbro. Because
Oh, that's a given, right?
no, not really, because you see what happened with the Phoenix.
I like the Phoenix. I like the new Phoenix. It doesn't come with accessories, but as a figure, just the figure itself, I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yep.
Which Ghost Rider?
You took my question. You took my question.
Now, I know what everybody's going to say, but the third, okay, so Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, but Nicolas Cage.
Well, they wouldn't do Nicolas Cage, I would say,
Yeah, I haven't
because
seen any Nicolas
that's
Cage.
additional rights that they have to pay for. And they seem to be really killing it with the comic versions.
Yeah.
I would go with Johnny Blaze.
Yeah. I would too.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? There's another one too, right? In the show.
Yeah, the third one.
The third one not being Nicolas Cage.
Robbie Reyes or
Robbie
whatever.
Reyes.
Robbie Reyes or
Yeah,
something like that.
he has
Yeah.
the muscle car instead of
Yes. Yes,
the bike.
the failed
Now, that
HasLab.
was a Marvel HasLab one.
Yeah.
Which, out of all of them, why would you pick him? But
I would actually pick the Danny Ketch version. I
Really?
love the 90s look. I love that.
Yeah.
Just like all black leather, with that
Well,
like just like that 90s looking bike,
Well, when they print off
Yeah.
the books, Danny Ketch is usually the first one they do for, collective editions. So, but no matter what, you got to give him a bike.
Well, I would want
yeah.
Johnny Blaze
Hands
because he's my OG. He's the one I read when I started the comic. So,
But you're gonna do both. If you do them, you're gonna do both.
well, if I could only buy one, it would be
Yeah.
it would be Johnny.
Ryan already has 2 top 15s, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Already cheating. So
Are you
if
guys
they-
getting the Hasbro one? The
the
Hasbro.
Hasbro one,
am.
I'm not getting it.
I'm getting it because every time I'm like canceling it Hasbro, then they blow up or Marvel Legends, and I've seen people use certain Ghost Riders. I had the Mezco Ghost Rider, but he's really hard to pose, so
Yeah.
I'll get it for $50.
See, for me, I just can't get over that. I mean, I love the G.I. Joe line, and there's nobody else doing it. But when I have like Black Series mixed in with my Figuarts or my MAFEX, it's so obvious what a decrease in quality the Black Series are. Now, I only have a couple Marvel Legends, and they're basically Spider-Man figures that I gave to my kids.
Yeah.
I don't like the articulation. It's like it's ratchety.
Boxy.
It's hard to move. It's
very boxy.
The female
I don't
bodies,
want it.
the female bodies on the Marvel Legends are getting a lot better. I mean,
Are they?
oh yeah, Black Widow's tough.
Yeah.
I feel like my rule with like Hasbro is like if the character doesn't need to move a lot, then I'm okay with it. But if I need them to move really nice, then I'm not okay with it. So like Ghost Rider, like you don't really need him to do but so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did pre-order this one coming up, but it's like I think the only Marvel Legends I have on pre-order, but we'll see how the reviews are. I mean, it's on Big Bad Toy Store. So.
Okay, here's the question though. If
that one.
If you got the Marvel Legends one and you considered it, let's say a really good or great Marvel Legends release, and then MAFEX announces pretty much the same thing, would you upgrade? Because we can all agree it would be an upgrade. Would you upgrade, or would you be content with like a really good Marvel Legends?
Yeah.
If you think about it, for Ghost Rider, you're going from a $50 to like almost $200 to MAFEX if they're gonna do like a bike
the Marvel
as well.
Legends Ghost Rider with the bike is not $50. It's more than that.
I think it is.
It's
is
60.
it? I thought it was like
I think it is
$70.
For some reason
like
I think
60,
it is
50
around
something.
50.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was more.
The bike's not
so
the best looking thing.
Well, the bike looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a Mezco Ghost Rider,
Okay. So if you have the Mezco, which version is it? Is it the Blaze?
It's
the Blaze.
Now they have a new one coming out, the Big Bad Toy Store one. And that looks
what's
pretty
up
cool.
with
that? So if you have
I think
one now,
the
have one now and they announce this, would you get it?
Oh yeah. I get them all.
Or would you have to wait for a review?
No, I get it.
I'll get it, yeah.
Yeah, Ghost Rider, Punisher, those figures I think are a must, especially if you read comics or you just enjoy comics. I think it's a must because you do see a good amount of Ghost Riders, but they're mostly from Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Mezco's one doesn't sit correctly on the bike, so that's a problem. So to be honest with you, I don't even care if Mezco doesn't make a bike. I would just put MAFEX doesn't make a bike. I would just put it on my Mezco bike if I wanted to, because the Mezco, the pleather on that thing is gonna eventually probably wear out.
Yeah,
I think. But I definitely get this.
That's my issue with Mezco. I feel like the fabric always gonna it won't last as long as the plastic.
Yeah, the Ghost Rider Mezco is it does not articulate that much at all, and the neck's terrible. There is no articulation on the neck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
most Mezco don't have the amazing articulation, though, right?
No, not all of them, but some of the recent ones I've gotten, like some of the G.I. Joe ones are fine. Like, when you have Storm Shadow with not much clothes on him, I mean, he's going to be able to move and everything. The ab crunch is kind of weak, but I think I would love to see how they do the flame effects. MAFEX.
Mhm. Yeah, it would have to
Oh,
be
wow.
translucent, I would say.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move along. So number 14. What do you say, Ryan? What do you think?
What line?
So we're in Marvel again.
Marvel. Okay, so Marvel, I'm gonna say
And
Punisher.
I'm gonna give you a further hint.
Okay, give me one.
Is a villain.
Shit.
Mm.
He's
Ooh, I
back.
have an idea.
Let's think
Put
about
that thinking cap on. I know you can come up with the answer.
I have an idea.
All right, we'll go with
Yeah.
Derek. Let Ryan
Yeah, there.
mull it
Let me
over.
look at Google.
Sabretooth.
Let me take my glasses off.
Sabretooth.
Here.
All right, Derek has Sabretooth. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Al?
go with Juggernaut.
The Juggernaut.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Especially with
that
all the
was-
Bane hype right now.
Oh man, that's.
Let
a
me
good
tell
one.
you, Al, he didn't make the cut.
What?
No.
He didn't get
Wow.
into the second round, I believe.
Wait, did
Okay.
Neo make the cut?
So spoiler, it ain't Juggernaut.
Could this be one that
Okay.
sometimes is a good guy though?
No, he's a
What?
villain. He's a villain.
He asked
straight
you
up
for
villain?
extra hits. Did he wear yellow at some point?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with
Are there 7 letters in his name or more?
I have
I'm gonna
no
go with-
idea.
I'm gonna go
What do
with
you
Green
got, Al?
Goblin actually.
All right. That's
Mm.
Oh
that's a-
yeah, I go Green Goblin too.
Okay.
Brian
right.
can't think right now.
Green
Yeah.
Goblin didn't make the list.
What?
No.
How many Spider-Man we get?
Wow.
We can't get a Green Goblin? Come on.
Oh, Dark with
Yeah.
the with the
Yeah.
answer right there.
I would
Nice.
say if
How
not
did Juggernaut get
I
it?
would say if not
Well-
this year,
Sabretooth.
then probably next year, especially with him in the new movie,
Yeah.
Mhm.
they would probably make this.
And Hasbro did a really good job on there, so they
Yeah.
don't have to up the ante on that.
So
Thank you.
I would like I said, that Barbara Gordon and still at the bottom of my list, but I would take
Mhm.
2019-18 over everything probably up to here. Up to 14. I really want to have a Sabretooth matched
Yeah.
up against Wolverine.
And he needs
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
big too. I need
And
him
he needs
to
to be
like,
big. Yeah, he needs
Yeah.
to be big.
I
would
say, I
say
don't
the
know,
Bane is probably a bit too big.
wide, too wide, but
Yeah, too wide.
Yeah, but the height, he has to have the height though.
He's got to have the
he
height.
has
Yeah.
to be- yeah.
But yeah, this
I
would be a
guess
great.
is there
great
MAFEX Venom? Yeah, I don't really like the MAFEX comic Venom. I actually might.
So
sell
yeah,
mine.
the Figure Arts Venom
that was
is really
my
good.
favorite Venom. My
Yeah,
favorite
that's
Venom.
my favorite Venom. So if they could make it like that with the same range,
A little
and
more
adherence-
bulkier though,
I don't know. I think
because he's
I
quite
think that
thin
may
on the
might
ankles
give
and
him a
stuff.
little bit more visual or aesthetic bulk, but I think that Venom
And-
is pretty good.
Hmm.
It's a pretty good indicator of where they, in terms of just the size and the
I feel
range
like
of articulation.
Sabretooth from like the feet, like the ankle area, like I feel like that area on the Venom was quite thin. But
Yeah.
it was good for Venom.
It's like a
but
Liefeld
for
Venom,
a
right?
for a Sabretooth, I think he should be like a little thicker than that on the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The bottom, the legs
Yeah.
could be a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if there was a plot twist and they do announce a Sabretooth, but it ends up being the Age of Apocalypse version?
I would get any Sabretooth.
Mhm.
Just because, again, whatever you don't buy, the toy companies, they're looking at it like, oh, people don't like this character.
Yeah.
You know, so we were lucky enough that they released 2 Magnetos within, I would say, a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so that first Magneto, which was the Age of Apocalypse, yes, or was it like House M or something? With the
That was the Age
with
of
the long hair?
Apocalypse.
Age of
Yeah,
Apocalypse with the long hair. People didn't like that. They didn't want that. And
So
then
they
they
probably
released the
gonna stop
proper
with
one, or they announced it. I don't know, before that figure released.
Oh,
I
it wasn't
can't
this
remember,
year?
but it was close.
It wasn't
So,
this year?
No, it wasn't
No.
this year.
Yeah. The only reason I bring this up is because they still have Age of Apocalypse Wolverine and Cyclops.
Yeah, that
Coming out
they
sometime.
showed. Yeah, but this
Yeah,
is the
so-
thing. This is the thing. I'm wondering if the lack of sales of that Magneto have affected whether or not they're going to look at that line and say, okay, let's release it.
Think about it.
Because the other Magneto sold and has sold well, but that other one, you can still buy it retail.
Yeah.
So, if you
On
like
sale too a lot.
character or a line, even if you're not super invested in that particular character, sometimes you got to bite the bullet and take one for the team, just to kind of keep that line going, keep that story going. It's an unfortunate truth. What do you guys think? This is a yes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
definitely.
I think
I
we
wouldn't
see
get
a
the Age
lot
of
of.
Apocalypse though.
No.
We see a lot of
You
things
kind of
that-
maybe have to.
I think we see a lot of things that Marvel Legends comes out, and people want that as a MAFEX version.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Especially villains. I mean, it seems like they haven't really touched, other than, well, Magneto can be seen as either or, but we're the villains. We got so many X-Men characters and then just Magneto so far. So I think any X-Men villain would be a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Number 13. 13. Ryan. You stalled last time. Let's go.
I'm just saying Professor X.
It's okay, Professor X. All right. Derek?
Oh, we're not getting a hint? Is it Marvel? DC?
Marvel.
Okay. Is it a villain?
Come on, man.
Okay, it's not a villain. then.
He's not a villain. And it's a he. It's a he. That's 3 hints.
Nightcrawler.
Good guess. Very good guess. We think, Al?
I'm going to go with Beast.
No, he's gonna be way higher.
Professor X.
Oh.
Professor X.
I said him earlier too.
Yeah.
Now, which version?
Now, I would like the Jim Lee version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. Jim Lee. Got to
because
complete the
that's
team.
pretty
at this
much what
point.
they're putting out, right?
But
Yeah,
could you
that's
see them with the wheelchair instead? The first
that's-
release?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of back and forth, but
Yeah.
the Jim Lee ones that people, most
Oh, I know.
refer to use this chair. So,
If it was Hot Toys, they would do the wheelchair first.
well, they'd have to. I mean,
Yeah. So
it'd be
you buy
cheaper
more.
to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I would be all over this. It would be cool for them to have maybe an alternate head sculpt with like some effects on it. It might be pretty cool. But
I would like to see him in that like military fatigue thing he was wearing. I would like to see that
When he could
instead
walk.
of the suit one. Say it
The
again?
green fatigue, like the green.
Yeah, he had like on like
Yeah.
a military like
Like a uniform.
I would like to see this. I would like to see this if they do release it as a sort of deluxe, where they have the figure, right? Where you can have him maybe in one of his, one of his suits that allows him to walk, and then you could have the chair with just some, like a Professor X that you can't take out, right? So just the upper torso put in. But I'd like, I mean, if you want to have somebody carry Professor X, you can do that. You don't just have like just an upper torso of a figure.
Yeah,
I'd
that'd
like the
be
full
weird.
figure. I'd like the full figure, but getting the figure in and out of the chair could potentially be problematic. So maybe just, plug it in, right? So
Yeah.
I would like that. I mean, some people might not just because of the price, but I would like to see that.
No, I'd rather have a whole entire figure.
Well, I'm saying like you're an entire figure and an upper torso that just kind of plugs into the chair.
Oh, okay. Kind of like what they did with well, not exactly, but like kind of what they did with John Wick when you can take the whole body off and you can put the
yeah. So like that, right?
He joined Aquaman with severed body parts.
So everybody would be in on this?
Oh yeah.
I'm buying
Yeah,
two.
you have to. Any
You have to if
X-Men,
you get into
have
team,
to.
right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I feel like this is inevitable. Like this is absolutely going to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to.
Because the 97 it sells too well.
Yeah.
It would be stupid to leave money on the table.
I don't think none of the X-Men things haven't sold out. I mean, they have all sold out, really. Even the Jean Grey is selling out.
They've all had reissues.
That's true.
What was the last one that came out in terms of just standard line?
Not counting the reissues.
Not counting the reissues. Is it Jean Grey?
It was Jean Grey.
I think
Jean
she was the
Grey
newest
was
one.
Because Rogue hasn't come out yet. No, it was Storm.
Yeah.
Okay,
it was
one
Storm.
of them. Yeah.
So Storm
Jean Grey
hasn't
got
had
a
a reissue.
reissued, I thought.
It was Storm. Yeah, I love Storm. I think that's a super underrated figure.
Now, would this
that's
be?
That's the best one, I would say.
I love it. I think it's
Now,
a great
price-wise on this, would this be the same as Batman on horse?
Well, it depends on how they do it, right? So if you're
Yeah.
just getting the chair and then an upper torso, I think this would be probably in the $100 range, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of yen. So we're not talking about big bad toy store money. But I would say probably like $100.
140 at Big Bad Toy Store.
190 at Big Bad.
Big
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, how much is this on? How much is the Batman? How much is
That was up
Big
there.
Bad?
That was, I think, anywhere between 12 and 14,000 yen.
For
No, a Big Bad.
So
I
you're
got
gonna
him
have to do the calculation.
I got him shipped. Dark Knight Returns on horse. I got him shipped. I'm not kidding. I think it was like $90 total from Japan.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's
It was
too.
on,
Because
like,
once
30%
you get it
off.
early.
Weird.
Yeah, I think I
21.
paid like between $80 and $85 for it.
Huh.
I would say.
Yeah, he was cheap for some reason when I got him. I don't know.
but they
Well,
went up
even-
in price later.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe that price range jumped up right after him.
Yeah.
And so, you're looking at him,
Yeah,
and
you're
you're
right.
looking at the size, and you're kind of accustomed to the higher price points with the pre-orders, and then you're like, oh, this is a bargain.
Yeah.
It's 164 on
Big
Big
Bad?
Bad Toy Store.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So wait, they stopped doing their daily deals. I'm very disappointed in that.
They
Did
said
I used to
had-
wake up every morning and check. What do they got?
Well, they
What do
said they had so much on clearance. And it's
they
so
have like
hard.
a clearance page, but the daily deals were so much better.
But you basically have to go to the brand and then sort it by discount to even
Got no
find it.
time for that.
No. Because if you go to the clearance things, it's harder heck to find.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've found some clearance deals or discount deals, I guess, that were good. I had no idea.
Have
That's
you
why I
guys
do that.
seen
You
this,
guys-
Nerdzoid.
You guys see
does
their
it 12 o'clock. They had good ones too, but they stopped doing it with the Cosmic Legions. It's like everybody's counting that as their deals for the next month or something. It's weird.
Al, were you trying to say something?
Oh, I would say, speaking of just Big Bad Toy Store pricings, have you guys ever looked at their in-art prices? Insane. Don't look unless you want a heart attack.
Well, who's gonna order through there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if you snooze, you lose. They still have the Joker 2-pack rooted on there.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still
What's
have
the
it.
price though?
Oh, I think
$8,000?
it's like I think it's like $1,700 or so. Let me take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a farce. Saying that was limited edition, that was a joke.
Yeah, you got 3 days to order it. Oh, by the way, we're gonna open it up for another 2 or 3
Yeah.
months. Yeah.
$14.89.99.
Jesus Christ.
I'm cool with the new Hot Toys that's coming up. All right, let's move on. Number 12. Number 12. Marvel Hero.
Punisher.
He's an anti-hero, isn't he?
He's a hero, dude.
In between.
What do you got, Derek?
I'm just trying to
Nightcrawler.
remember how everybody voted.
All right, what do you got, Al?
I'm gonna go with Moon Knight.
Moon Knight did
Moon
not
Knight.
make the cut.
Oh,
Yeah, Iceman.
What?
Iceman.
ah,
Yep.
I would have said Silver Surfer. Are you sure? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Iceman.
the X-Men
So-
97.
Did
Listen,
Silver
hey,
Surfer make it?
listen, we're at number 12. Calm down.
Okay.
Silver
Punisher
Surfer
is
make
not a
it?
top 20. I'm going to be, you know what, Ted?
So
Silver Surfer.
you would have to do this figure with an effect,
Oh yeah.
right? You have to.
Mhm.
You
I
have to
can't see
have him on
MAFEX
like an
doing
ice
that, though.
platform, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be probably an expensive figure.
I
Okay.
can't
I would
see
probably
MAFEX
say this
doing that.
would be up there with like, you know, Professor X with the chair or maybe an additional. I would say that this
Yeah.
would be in that second tier because you'd have to have that accessory. But I would definitely get it. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, Iceman.
Who has an Iceman though?
Huh?
Does Hasbro have Iceman?
They've
Oh,
done
they've
it.
done a
Yeah.
few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're terrible usually.
My intro to Iceman was Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends
Oh yes.
back
Yeah.
in the day. That was
Yeah.
my first introduction to
So
Iceman.
you had
before I
that
was reading
3-pack he was in. I
Yeah.
think it was 3-pack.
Yeah, they did a 3-pack. Yeah. Yeah. So I'd be very excited for this figure, but I would absolutely want it with an ice base. An elevated
Oh.
ice base, not flat. Like it would have to be elevated.
Yeah, you had to have him going around Galactus when MAFEX makes Galactus. Imagine the
The-
price on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The old Toy
Um,
Biz Marvel Legends Iceman was nice. That was one of my favorite ones, and
Oh,
he
yeah?
did come with an ice base.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was one of the ones you want, like an elevated one. All the
Yeah.
most of the X-Men characters from that line came with Sentinel bases, like, and you can kind of like all match them up.
Oh yeah. So
I think
you could plug it around the Sentinel.
No, it wasn't modular, but it was just like bases of like Sentinel parts, you know,
Oh, okay.
on the ground. But I think the Iceman one had the Sentinel hand with the ice stand coming out of it, if I recall correctly.
Okay. So are we all in agreement? This is a must.
Yeah.
Derek?
I don't.
Okay.
He has to be done right.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
obviously, right. So
Now
number
is he-
11. What do we got? DC.
DC number 11. And, God, I would think Green Lantern. I know people
It's like,
picked
yeah.
Wonder Woman though.
All right.
Oh yeah, Wonder
Yeah.
Woman popular.
Oh no, I think Wonder Woman's gonna be higher because we don't have any good Wonder Woman.
Sorry, Al.
Oh.
You were saying I interrupted you. What do you say, Al?
Oh no. I was just agreeing. You know, Wonder Woman. I remember seeing her being popular, but just like what Dark was saying, I think she's going to be higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like we said the official one.
Mm.
So
So Ryan, you said
is it
Green
on me?
Lantern.
Yeah, there's a couple I'm thinking.
Okay, Green Lantern
I'm just
for you,
guessing.
Derek.
Green Lantern, Flash.
Shut up, Brian. You only get one guess.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. Okay. Al.
I'm gonna go with, it's either. Well, I'm not gonna say two because I'm gonna get slapped. So I'm gonna stick with Flash.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hey!
Ooh,
Barry
nice.
Allen Flash.
Okay.
Barry Allen Flash.
Not Wally
So
West.
And
So-
not movie Flash, right?
Surprised you don't have one already.
So I would be in on it if it's the comic version. You know, they've been doing the movie version. I'm not the biggest fan of that interpretation. I definitely want them to continue with the comic look. So I would be down with this. They'd have to do the effects well. I think they could. But it's as basic a figure I think as you could do. I mean, you might want to have some effects like the Yamaguchi. It has that swirling kind of hand. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I think this is good. I wouldn't have put it at number 11. He'd be further down on my list.
Yeah.
I'd probably put him in around the range of like, I don't know, like maybe a little bit after Ghost Rider or something like that. DC is not the line that I get excited about. So I'd put a lot of the Marvel stuff ahead of DC, but that's just me personally. What do you guys think?
Well, he's a must if you want comic Justice League.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have to get him.
Yeah. So that Danny
I think
Ketch
I would
Ghost
just
Rider back
stick
up on
with
Amazon.
the Yamaguchi one.
Yeah.
For me.
Okay. Al?
Yeah, I'd say I'm kind of like you, Robert. Marvel's always been my preference over DC, but just like also what Ryan said, if you're gonna go for that Justice League, I mean, it is a must, and I'd probably get this as well, but he's not high up on my list over still a lot of the the earlier entries.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's higher up than a Daredevil. You know what they're
Oh
coming
yeah,
out
well
with.
Daredevil didn't make the list.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, if you're getting Daredevil, this guy would.
But they already
Oh, yeah,
had
yeah,
a Daredevil
yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
Did we put it on the
Daredevil
list
is coming out.
for to vote?
Daredevil was not on the list because he's already
Yeah, he's already coming
Yeah,
out.
he's already coming out. But like
It's
you could
next
have
month.
done like
Or September.
Daredevil from a particular storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry. So that's number 11. Now we're gonna start getting into the top 10. All right. Top 10. Number 10. Marvel Hero.
Well, we haven't got a Green Lantern. Green Lantern.
Marvel.
Wait, did you say
He said Marvel. He said Marvel.
Punisher? I'm gonna say Punisher until he gets picked.
All right. Derek?
Stick with the guns. I'm gonna go Nightcrawler.
Okay. You guys got your figure in your head and you're not gonna let go. Al?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna have to go with Ryan on this one. I'm thinking Punisher somewhere in the top 10.
All right. The Hulk.
Damn.
Oh,
I thought
Yeah.
you top 7. or
So
something.
the Figma Hulk was really good.
Yeah.
And the most recent Figuarts Hulk, whether it was Gladiator Hulk or the other Hulk, those were really good.
Yeah.
But the scale of the Figuarts is a little bit shorter, so it doesn't really translate properly, I think, into the MAFEX line. You'd need the Hulk a bit bulkier, bigger, and so on. So I would like to see this Hulk in my top 10. I would say he is in my top 10. But then the question becomes which one, which artistic version.
Yeah.
And I would actually like to see two. I'd like to see, not to steal a page from Ryan and do multiple, but I'd like the Kirby Hulk, the original Hulk, and you could either do it in gray or green. Doesn't matter to me.
Only green.
And then I'd like to see either the Keith or the McFarlane Hulk.
ooh,
I like the
McFarlane
McFarlane face. So I would go with either one of those. Those Kirby for like, if you're gonna stick to like the OG comic stuff, or if you want a kind of more modern interpretation, I'd go with the Keith or the Todd McFarlane. What do you guys think?
For my classic, I actually really like the John Romita Hulk.
Okay.
That would be my my version. That's the one I would want for a classic. But also, yeah, the McFarlane Hulk, underrated rendition for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Which
Romita,
Hulk is this
that's great.
being
That's what they
shown?
use for most of like all the old ads and the cartoon and
Yeah.
everything. It was modeled after the Romita.
Which Hulk is this that's showing again? That you have?
This is one of the newer ones. Like who's been on the book the last few years? Like I've kind of lost track.
Yeah.
The last
Same.
guy got he got booted because of his politics. I can't remember, but I think if they do one, they're going to do the gray Kirby first one.
The first one.
Yeah, I think they're going to do gray Hulk, and then they're going to come out the green one.
Okay.
They're
I
smart.
mean, the gray one doesn't really sell that much.
Yeah, but I think they're going to drain it.
Well, the gray one. So Hulk was gray in the first comic,
First,
and then what was it like? Issue 2 or 3 or something?
yeah.
Yeah,
Change him to green. Or
printing
maybe
error.
even later than that.
Yeah, I think it was a
Yeah.
printing error. I can't remember the whole story.
Yeah. So, you know,
I think they're
But-
being smart about what they put out, and it's usually stuff that's already selling quite good that they don't have.
hmm
Oh yeah, for sure. But I also think if anything, they try to match the classic Avengers that they already have out too, and see
Hey,
which
what-
version would fit more into that line.
What if we get
yeah,
a
the
red
Romita,
Hulk?
I guess would match up with the other ones.
Yeah.
Hey, get a red Hulk.
Well, that's coming,
Yeah.
I would say, right? They're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm thinking.
they're gonna do that movie.
Yeah.
All right,
Nice. I
so
didn't
this
even
is
think about this.
a
one.
Hulk. A Hulk would be a instant buy,
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
no matter the version.
it's gonna be expensive. I mean, it's gonna be
Yeah.
really.
I mean,
Expensive.
it would be Bane money, maybe a
Yeah.
little bit more by the time it comes out.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be hard to get to. This is gonna be a Wolverine issue.
Yeah, maybe. But I
Yeah.
mean, when Wolverine first released, it was just like everything else. The
Oh,
only
really?
figure that has sold out quickly upon initial release is that Bane. Like that Bane is incredibly popular. So,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
But that band was also sitting on pre-order for a long time. Like
It
people
was.
were,
It was,
Yeah.
you know,
and I think people just kind of they weren't sure about it. Maybe
Yeah, I hope
maybe
I
the
get my
scale,
Bane.
I don't know.
I'm still waiting for mine too.
Yeah, would that be awful if they're like,
Losers.
we don't have any more in your pile of loot in your storage.
mine is on
All
its
right.
way. That's what I have
Let's-
coming next.
Let's go to number 9 because I want to finish this stream in under 2
Okay.
hours.
Okay, number 9.
Yeah.
The only thing for DC left, I think, is Wonder Woman.
I
Green
didn't say
Lantern.
DC. I didn't
Oh,
say anything.
What is it?
It's Marvel.
I was about to say I didn't hear anything about this.
This guy's he's all over the place. It's
I think
Marvel.
Marvel is probably
and
top
it's a
5.
hero.
Hero.
What?
Okay.
Marvel
It's a
Marvel
Marvel
hero.
hero.
It's Punisher. No question.
All right. Derek, you got Nightcrawler again?
No, I'm gonna go with Punisher. I think it's Punisher.
All right. Al?
And what I'm gonna be in sync with these guys. Let's will Punisher into existence.
All right. So his name was spoken earlier.
Oh.
Silver
Silver
Surfer.
Surfer. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So inevitably this guy will get released, but it's just a question of when, I would say. Especially
Mhm.
considering the Fantastic Four are getting rebooted.
And please no
No.
female one.
Yeah, we want OG, right? We want what's his name in the comic? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Norrin Rad.
Yes. Thank you,
Norrin
Al.
Rad.
You
Yep,
get
no
10
problem.
Genobi points for that. So yeah, I would love to see this. The only question becomes, what do they use for the coloring? I mean, if they did some vac metal, that would be pretty crazy. That'd be
I think they
Yeah.
could do what
And I
they
don't know
did
why
with,
they wouldn't. because they used to do it back in the day.
Mhm.
These are made for adult collectors. So the issue of like paint rub is not really going to be a major factor, because people are going to understand what it is and treat it, and pose it very carefully. So I would love to see the Vac Metal paint on that.
I think that they should use what they use for Phoenix hands, but make it black, like make it shiny. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I like that.
What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah,
Oh, this is definitely a must get, but they got to do it right. Like you said, they got to do something different. You know, you can't just throw some regular paint on it and try to sell it. Surfboard, you got to have that great too, right? And then articulation's a must. Shouldn't be that hard to do, but it's all about that paint.
It's all about the paint.
Yeah.
Like if they just do a regular bland gray, I don't know if I'm in.
No.
To be honest. But if they did the Vac Metal, I'm in. I'd buy 4.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have an issue at some point with something. Right?
And have a fantastic 4 of Silver Surfers. The Vac Metal would be cool though, if they can pull it off.
I don't know why they don't. I mean, they used to do it for like Silverhawks, right? Like back in the day for kids. Yeah. And
maybe it's
they're
like some
for adult collectors.
There's like no safety issue, or what was the issue with the Vac Metal? Yeah.
Was it the flaking?
I think it was just the flaking from use. Yeah. Wear and tear. But like, who's banging these? You know what I mean? Like
you pose it a couple times, you're done. Yeah.
You find your one pose and you're careful in doing it, and you're good.
It can also, if it sits in the plastic for too long, and the plastic might rub it off as well.
Yeah, it could potentially. So open your toys.
Yeah.
All right, let's move along. Number 8, DC Hero.
This has to be Green Lantern, Robin, or who's my other Wonder Woman. So it's one of those 3. And I think if I remember right, Robin was high. Man, I don't know.
So what are you going with?
That's the question.
Green Lantern wasn't high. I don't think.
Come on.
For some reason, I don't think Green Lantern was high. Damn, I'm gonna say Wonder Woman.
All right, Derek.
I'm gonna go. Did Green Lantern even make it though? That's the question.
Yeah, because for some reason I think Green Lantern had a lot less votes than I thought he would.
Yeah. Did Green Lantern make it?
He made it in the final poll, yeah.
Oh, he did?
Okay. Then I'll go Green Lantern.
Robert would have said that.
What was that?
I was gonna say, because if I said Green Lantern earlier, if he was on this list, I'm pretty sure Rob would have said, and he didn't make the list like he did with the other.
Yeah.
Well, no. When I say make the list, it means like make the last cut, right? Not necessarily the top.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Green Lantern.
Okay. Now Ryan was saying that he was looking and it didn't get a lot of votes. That's because you were looking at the percentage, and I told you about that earlier, right? So you had to actually get in and count the votes. It was the Green Lantern.
One time
if they did this, think of the possibilities with the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. Sinestro, awesome. So I would be absolutely down for this.
Yeah,
very
the
much
effect pieces too would just be insane. The options.
Oh, they have to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even like third-party companies coming up with accessories. It would be crazy.
Oh, can't they even do like head switches and stuff as well?
I don't know. I guess you should be able to. I mean, imagine if
I'm sure. I mean, if this were to come out, I mean, customizers would go insane over making.
Yeah.
different Green Lantern Corps members.
Definitely.
I mean, you know they're going to do Hal, they're going to do John, Alan, Guy. I mean, that's 4 of them right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not much different sculpts.
So that's why you got to buy the first one. Whatever comes out, show them I want this. I want these guys.
Yeah.
But you could do a head switch, or is the suit different?
Well, the body sizes are different for like Hal, I think, is shorter, isn't he?
Yeah, Alan Scott's way different.
Yeah, so
But John Stewart is.
But you could
is
have
about
just
the same.
Green Lanterns from other parts of the universe and the galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even say
on
Kyle
it.
Rayner. I totally forgot about
Kyle
David.
Rayner. Wait. Yeah, Kyle Rayner. Yeah, you're right. I mean, his suit was probably the most different from the classic Green Lantern looks. More, it was had that '90s influence to it.
Mm-hmm. So everybody's in on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Hal Jordan's probably the first one. I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Number 7 is a Marvel figure. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to get a little bit harder now.
Man, I think all X-Men 97 is like top 5. So I'm going Punisher.
All
I
right.
have to go Punisher.
Dark.
I have to go Punisher.
Al.
Nightcrawler. I'm gonna go Nightcrawler.
Okay. Al?
You know what? Yeah, I think Punisher as well. X-Men's gonna be. Oh
Yes.
yeah, let's go.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
We need
So
that
now they can't do a Winter Soldier and not give us guns.
Yeah.
You mean
They
a
can't do
Punisher? Oh yeah.
Just knives, right? Like, no.
I wouldn't buy it. I'm protesting. I'm not buying it anymore. If you
Now,
don't have
what-
guns, I'm not buying it.
You need it, right?
Yeah.
What look
Yeah.
would you like?
I need 3
Like,
guns.
would you
I
like
need
this look?
2
Would you
assault
like
rifles.
trench coat? Like, what
this.
look would you like? This one?
This
Punisher Warzone.
Warzone?
Mm-hmm.
No, I love this look.
Oh, yeah.
This
Jim
look.
Lee version.
Everything's
But-
Jim Lee, right?
But I'd have to agree that if they were gonna do a version, it would be more, the comic with the black with the white gloves and boots.
Mhm.
I think that they would do that version first for sure.
They have to.
Well, I would hope
This
so.
one's dope.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no guns.
Man, if Yamaguchi did this, bro. This would be
What's
dope.
the last Punisher we've got? Marvel Legends, the one on the bike.
Yeah.
The one on the bike, I think, is the last one they did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was last year. I think so.
Yeah, this is dope. Yeah, I'm definitely getting. If they had guns, I'm buying 2.
Yeah, I'd get 2 if they have the guns. If they don't have the guns, I'd probably just get 1.
Oh, I got so many guns.
I know you
I
got so
noticed
many
why I get
everything,
2
man.
of
We
them,
know.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
I got that battle verse.
Let's keep
Tin
going.
on.
I want to finish.
Okay.
I got to finish within 2 hours.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
So number 6
That's
is
great.
DC.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Wonder Woman.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Wonder Woman too.
Wonder Woman.
I'm going to
Fine.
say Robin. And I cannot tell you what version. I just remember Robin was hot. Ah, God.
Look at those percentages.
Yeah. I know Robin was so high.
So
Robin,
Wonder
you gotta
Woman,
get one.
in terms of percentage of the vote, Wonder Woman got 5%.
Okay.
Okay.
So
But
that tells you 5% is number 6. That tells you how spread out all of these votes were. They were, I mean, I
Yeah.
think the only figures that didn't get votes in the last round were like the Star Wars figures. I think people are just Star Wars out for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, missing a comic Wonder Woman at this point is sort of criminal
Yeah.
that they haven't released something.
Heck, Linda
And,
Carter would be awesome.
It wasn't Linda Carter because we put that as an option in
Oh,
the
yeah.
first round. which is crazy because Christopher Reeve and Keaton, the Batman and the Superman, those made the top 20, but this one, the Linda Cotta one didn't. So I don't know. Probably just an older generation wanting it, and the younger guys, not appreciating the Linda Cotta. So everybody would be down for a comic Wonder Woman, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
They have to do lasso right as well.
The hair would have to. They'd have to do the hair right.
Yeah.
Now, two
multiple
sculpts.
hair sculpts. Like, I don't need multiple face sculpts. I could probably do with 2 face sculpts, but I need multiple hair sculpts. One where it's kind of flowing, one where it's just kind of sitting. You gotta, and just
I wish they would come up with something where they can have it moving. Like someone said, like have pegs on it.
Yeah, some
like the Aquaman, do it like that.
Yeah.
It's flexible.
Just make it light, yeah. I don't see why. Did you see Yamaguchi? They're starting to do like rubber pants, so it's more at the hips, so they can bend more.
Oh yeah,
do that now. Yeah.
All right. So Wonder Woman number 6. Everybody's down with that. Everybody's happy to see that. Number 5. Number 5 is Marvel.
Okay.
I don't think any of you would get it.
Nobody. Okay, so the top 5 is going to be. We know it's going to be.
Well, don't give me the top 5. Give me number 5.
Okay.
Jubilee.
If you say nobody's going to get it, I'm going to say Colossus.
All right.
I'm going Jubilee.
I have no idea who votes Colossus guy.
Actually, I have. I think Colossus. Yeah, Colossus. I go Colossus too.
Okay. Cable.
Oh my gosh, Cable!
I have Cable on the list.
You wouldn't have guessed it, but when I tell you it, you're like, of course, right?
Well, I was gonna say he was like 18 or 17,
but we already did 17 or 18.
Yeah, because I remember.
I thought it was gonna be higher.
I remember when Cable was on there. Maybe I just voted early. I was like, why in the heck are people not voting for Cable when we're just talking about Yamaguchi's Cable was so expensive? And
I thought he was going to be higher, to be honest.
Well, no, I think like top 5, around number 5. When you look at like the other figures that are 1, 2, 3, 4, makes perfect sense. I would have thought maybe that Punisher would have been 5. Versus Cable in terms of Marvel. I would have probably put Punisher a little bit higher than Cable, but
I think X-Men
97 stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
it's all X-Men from now
on. So again, guns. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Must.
He's got to have his arsenal.
They're just gonna have bullets. They're not gonna
have. He's gonna have the bandoliers. Just no guns for it.
Yeah.
They should do a gun pack. That'd be good. That
would be good. But his guns are so specific, right?
Yeah.
You could
futuristic looking.
Throw like an AR-15 in his hands. It wouldn't really work. So number 4, what do we got?
It's
throw it out there. Come on, it's DC.
DC. Oh wow.
Okay, I'm gonna take a crack at which Robin it was. I think it was Tim Drake.
All right.
If I can remember.
Actually, I'm gonna get Deathstroke too. Actually,
what are you gonna do, Al?
Deathstroke as well.
All right. It's Tim Drake.
I remember seeing that, and I was like, "That's a good pick."
That is a good pick. A proper Robin has eluded us. So again, this is one of the figures. If it's not displayed next week, I'm gonna be shocked. Absolutely shocked if they don't give us like a comic Robin.
Yeah.
And people want the Tim Drake.
Yeah.
So this is an instant buy.
Oh yeah.
I would have assumed Wonder Woman would have been above Robin, personally.
Well, there's so many Batmans and there's no Robin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, they do have the 2-pack Robin.
They got that girl Robin, but
Yeah, the girl Robin. Yeah,
That's
the
specific.
girl Robin. You got that
Yeah.
girl.
Well, I mean, she's like 10 years old or something. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well,
It's
that
actually
whole
quite
Dark
creepy.
Knight
I didn't say
Returns
woman. This is like a
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Super short.
And skinny.
So
Now
like
they
a
better not
proper
screw up the
Kendrick.
cape. Don't. Screw
Yeah,
up the
they
cape.
will, most likely.
No, I mean they've been doing really good with capes for Batman. So,
Because his cape is so specific, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, look at the coloring. They'd
yeah,
they'd have to nail that. So, but yeah, I really want this, and this would be in my top 5, my personal top 5. I would want
Yeah.
a proper
I'll
Tindrick
definitely buy
Robin.
2 of these. I'll definitely buy 2 of these.
I still want a Burt Ward, and a what's his name?
Adam West.
Adam West. Batman
2-pack
Robin
would
2-pack.
that'd be nice. With a Romana Joker. Make it 3-pack. Screw it.
With Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're in the top 3. All right, top 3 are all Marvel. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna go last.
Throw it
this
out.
time.
What do you got, Ryan?
Well, I was gonna go last, but
Well, I
Just
heard you
Jubilee.
talking. You can go last. That's fine. Al, what do you got?
Okay, so since we're in the top 3, can you at least give us this hint of a villain or hero?
They're all heroes.
Oh, they're all
I
heroes.
know-
Okay.
I know 2 out of the 3.
Jubilee.
Yeah, I think I already know the top 3. I just got to figure out the order. I'm gonna go with Dark's pick from earlier, Nightcrawler.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot Nightcrawler. No, I'm going Nightcrawler. I forgot
Okay.
about Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I can't remember. I know Beast is up here, so Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Nightcrawler.
I thought Nightcrawler
be
was higher
Nightcrawler.
than that.
Nightcrawler.
No.
So
Beast
now
is
I
gonna be
use this
number 1.
photo. I use this picture, but this would not be the style of Nightcrawler I would want. I would want
thank
more of the
God.
classic look.
And I need the
Yeah,
sword.
You know, from the 80s
Super
or
sculptor.
early 90s. But Nightcrawler would be a fantastic figure.
With the swords. He needs to have the sword.
Oh, you
Oh,
would
yeah.
definitely have the swords. You'd have to
With
have
a,
a detachable tail with a sword
Yeah,
that you could
bend-
put on it.
have
Right?
to.
Yeah, or like a
Yeah.
bendy tail or something.
Yeah.
So top 3, absolutely, definitely.
Yeah.
And this would be the type of figure I would see as something that like Wolverine or Gambit, right? That people just you can never have enough of. Every new collector that comes in, like, this is the one figure that they really need to have, and it always eludes them. So
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah,
some
definitely.
teleporting effects too. Some little
That would be
purple
insane.
plastic
But they
pieces.
need to either have multiple tails, or you
Yeah.
need to have some sort of bendy wired tail. But
tail.
I would just want multiple tails.
Yeah,
But
the bendy
like
wire is
that
cool on
makes
Fixing the sword to it.
Yeah. Those bendy tails can wear out over time
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
a
Yeah.
sculpted
So put
multiple
a
tails
Sculptor would be better.
Put on the
Yeah.
ball peg or something.
Yeah. yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. We're all in agreement. This would be an amazing figure. How about number 2?
I'm going
So-
Jubilee.
My guess for number 1, I'll just say it's Colossus. So my number 2, I think, is going to be Beast. But I think it's going to be those are the top 2.
Okay. What do you got, Ryan?
Man, I think Beast was way up there. I'm going Beast.
Yeah, Beast is up there.
Yeah.
I'm going Jubilee. Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Now this is a tough one because of that sculpting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to make this figure. But what's the size going to be?
Yeah.
What's the sculpt going to be?
I don't know if they're gonna do a good job at this Beast because he's
not
too
sure.
big
I mean,
and he's
I
way
really
too
want this.
articulated.
I
He's
think
way
they'd
too
just have to
articulated.
definitely engineer a new body like they did Bane.
Yeah, but Bane's not as,
Well, this would have to be a
as flexible,
totally new
though.
engineering because of how
Yeah.
acrobatic he is.
Yeah.
That Bane
Exactly.
can't do that.
Well, yeah, that's what I
Even
meant. Like they'd have to engineer a whole new body just for Beast.
Totally new type of body.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think what you'd get hands, and you'd get maybe 2 or 3 head sculpts, and that's all you could get.
Oh, and then
Right.
get the lab gear too, like lab coat,
Yeah.
glasses.
Do you think they give it?
Maybe the glasses. The glasses.
Glasses,
the
sure,
glasses.
but I think that would be on the head sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that they
Maybe
would
some,
make that as an accessory to put on.
Some lab stuff like
Yeah,
beakers and stuff like that.
but
I-
that would have to be with like the lab
Yeah.
coats. I mean, if they did a soft goods lab coat, sort of like the Gambit jacket.
I think
Yeah, that
because
was
of
pretty cool.
price, and they could make a whole nother version with that mold, they would do without soft goods right off the bat.
Mm,
Mhm.
yeah. So this and number 1 are literally my top 2.
Yeah.
So,
Colossus.
so number 1, guys.
I think
Colossus.
Jubilee. I can't
Where's
believe.
Jubilee at?
Yeah, Jubilee has to be. I don't even remember Jubilee being. I don't remember, but I would. You have to take Jubilee.
I didn't see Colossus having it.
Colossus.
Yeah, I'm going Jubilee.
If I had to pick out one out of the two, and I remember being shocked people weren't picking Colossus.
Yeah,
I think it's
remember that.
Jubilee.
Oh,
I'm
are you
going
gonna give us
Jubilee.
an answer? What?
Jubilee.
So I think there you
What?
go. Yeah. Yeah.
I
All right, let's
must
go.
have been one of the first voters because I don't remember people picking them. But I was like, why do
Jubilee.
people not pick them?
I don't think Jubilee made it out of the first round.
Yeah, that's
That's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know what though?
But
Because when we're
Colossus
talking
is
about
my number
Jubilee,
1.
I don't remember.
Colossus is
Jubilee
my number.
being
He was
on
my
there.
number 1 too.
Yeah.
I remember
I think
seeing
You
it.
not have Jubilee if you do an X-Men
This guy's
97.
still going on about Jubilee.
Well, I think
don't
it's.
remember.
I'm shocked.
I think it's
about
just
that, too.
Jim Lee and
This
yeah, I think it was just
rigged.
Jim Lee.
Yeah, if I wanted one of these though, I'd take Colossus all day long. I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
him.
Yeah,
Especially
Yeah,
that Marvel
absolutely.
Legend. It's
One,
pretty sweet.
even Colossus.
but they're
And
gonna
I
do
think,
Colossus.
Well, they have to do Colossus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
But
think
again, it's kind of
especially
like the Silver Surfer, right? What are they going to
paint's
use for the metal?
crucial.
yeah. I think because once we started doing the polls, a lot of people were getting hyped about Bane and being a bigger figure, and I know a lot of people made that correlation. Oh man, they're gonna do Bane right. We can't wait to see a Colossus, and
Mm-hmm.
that was my thinking too. And I was like, I need to see a Colossus ASAP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So considering we got Bane, if we don't see a prototype of this next week, again, I would be shocked. Because if we don't see the prototype next week, that means they're not going to put it. Even if they developed one, you wouldn't see a pre-order until like January or February at the earliest. And it's probably not going to be until like March or April, because the only time they put up any solicitation, any pre-orders for figures that they haven't shown at the event is like spring. And I think looking back over the years, the earliest might have been like January, February.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
we have to get this year.
Colossus will be definitely paired up with Kitty Pryde because he digged her so much.
Yeah.
If you read the comics, which was kind of strange.
Yeah. She
Kitty
just kind
Pryde.
of fell out of favor after Claremont, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Claremont was a big fan of
comics, man,
Kitty
she was
Pryde.
so big in Claremont.
Wait, so Jubilee didn't get? This is where
Jubilee didn't make.
the
I don't
list?
think Jubilee made the final round.
That's insane, man.
Weird.
But listen,
I didn't think she'd be top 5, but she's a must.
would you have traded Jubilee with anyone in the top 10?
Well, Robert, let's go back to.
Yeah. Do go back. Can you go back?
All right.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean,
I'll read the top 10. All right.
Yeah.
So there's Colossus.
Yeah.
There's Beast,
Mm.
Nightcrawler,
Cable.
Robin, Cable. Tell me when you want to switch out with Jubilee.
Flash.
Wonder Woman, Punisher, Green Lantern, Silver Surfer, Hulk, Flash.
Okay,
Green
Flash.
Lantern, I was saying.
You'd
Flash
switch
or
her out
Green
with Green Lantern?
Yeah, for Jubilee. Yeah.
No.
I would maybe swap out Batgirl.
I would potentially do Batgirl.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Oh, Batgirl, yeah. What number was Batgirl?
Batgirl
She's like
was
16.
She was 16. Yeah, she got 3% of the vote.
Yeah, Batgirl don't belong. Sorry.
But you know, people want the Batman stuff. I mean, you know, there's people who collect the figures, and then there's people who just collect Batman.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
So,
You know, Batgirl was just a who do I pick? You know, the last vote.
who's my last vote?
Who's gonna get this done?
But one of the things is, so we started with Marvel, and Marvel in the first round got the most engagement.
Yeah.
And then the next round was DC, and that got the second most engagement. And then it started trailing down with like the original trilogy and then the sequels. And then it kind of bumped up again with the final round, which was the miscellaneous. Because there were a lot of great miscellaneous figures.
Oh yeah.
And then with the final ultimate round, which is where these results come from, we got a lot of engagement, which was really great. But at that point, we had already weeded out the lower voted figures. So I took like the top 10 to 12 from each one in the first round. So like the top 10 or 12 Star Wars, OT, prequels, miscellaneous, DC, and Marvel. And then I just put them all together and, all right, what do you guys want? So
Now I'm just shocked she didn't make the top 20 though. That's crazy.
Now, like,
but, you know, there's always next year, right? Because a lot of these guys will be displayed and we'll get it. So
now if we could get any figures in the ones I was shot, like Grim Knight, I would want him all day if they would make guns. But I don't know. Some in the top 20, I was a little surprised, but people in the chat, they're gonna fight with me.
Yeah.
You know what? I got an idea for
Hey, chat, would you buy Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit? I would buy Jessica Rabbit.
All right, hold on a second.
If done right.
That was my first crush. My first crush.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we forgot this. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I got to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Like that one.
So for those of you who don't know, again, we're going to be making this. We're going to make this stream public in the next coming days. But for those of you who don't know, I was able to pick up a couple of the Wolverines, the new reissue or the restock of the reissue. And anybody who is a channel member has the option of buying the figure at cost. So whatever I paid here in Japan, which is obviously going to be lower than you would buy from just about anywhere, you have the option of buying it at cost from me, and then you'd have to pay the shipping, and I would ship it out to you. But a lot of people keep missing out on, when Hobby Genki or Nin Game or some of the other Amiyami, when they put it up. So this is probably something that I'm going to look into maybe doing moving forward as maybe a second tier for channel membership, giving people the option of depending on the demand, having me doing a waffle like this, or potentially doing something where if there's just a few people, I could pick it up and then send it out. So anyway, we're going to do two spins. There'll be two winners. The winner of the first one, I'll take your name off. Hold on a second. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. My computer keeps going into Wi-Fi, and I don't know why it's doing that. And it's messing with my connection. Don't know why it does that. It's just bizarre.
Auto connect.
So I'll do the first spin. The winner of that, because we're in different time zones for so many people. If you're not here watching the stream, simply reach out to me, because the name that you have is your YouTube name. It's not necessarily the name that you have in the Facebook group. So I wouldn't be able to match it up that way. So just message me within a day and let me know that you want it or you don't want it. If you don't want it, I'll make it available to other members, at another point this week or next week. Okay. So let's do the first spin. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. As I said, my computer is super weird.
I think the spin reversed for a moment.
Yeah. It's a rig spin.
Richard, Carlos, Wilbur, it's still going. This is Vegas. Wilbur.
Oh, no, still going.
All right, Wilbur.
Oh.
Now, give me a second here. Give me a second. Wilbert might have messaged me and told me he doesn't want one. So let me. Oh, Wilbert did say he doesn't want one. So I forgot to take Wilbert's name off the list. I apologize. So we'll spin that again. Let me take Wilbert off. Wilbert told me yesterday he didn't want it. And I forgot to take his name off. So we'll do that spin again.
Oh.
Okay, rhubarb lemons. Who's that? Anyone know?
Mr. Lemons, are you present? Or miss?
All right. So
Okay,
rhubarb lemons won. Okay, he won. So let's spin it again. Where is he? Here he is. Let's take him off. Take him off. So he's won one. And we'll spin it again.
No, it's gonna be.
Is that Hector?
Hector.
He was in here, I think.
All right, Hector. Congratulations.
Oh, no.
So if Rhubarb and Hector can reach out to me within the next 24 hours and let me know whether or not you want that. If you don't, I'll make it available again. We can do the spin again for those who do want it. Again, it's for channel members. I'm going to, like I said, make a new tier. It'll probably be like, the current tier is 99 cents. The new tier would be probably like $1.99 or $2 or something like that. And I'll try to make various figures that are available here in Japan, whether it's MAFEX or Figure Arts or even Hot Toys and things like that, that I can get access to as a way of thanking members. I can make it available to members at cost. So this is something, if you're not a member, it's something to think about. You get not only the regular content, the exclusive streams, the Q&As and things like that, but you'll have access to these figures, especially with that Wolverine, that brown Wolverine looming. You know that there's going to be some chaos trying to get that figure once it does come out.
Yeah.
I won't have any trouble, of course. But for those of you outside of Tokyo, you might have some trouble. So, something to keep in mind, something to think about. The money supports the channel, helps us out in paying for different content and whatnot. So we'll end it here. Thanks, guys, for joining. Appreciate it. It was great talking about the figures and the poll. Maybe Jubilee will crack the top 20 next year. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you want to add anything about that mystery box before we leave?
Oh yeah, mystery box will be on one of our streams. Is it the 25th or 26th, right? So I'll be doing the last.
I think the last stream is the 28th.
28th. So on 28th we'll do the mystery box.
28th.
So again, if you're in the United States, free shipping. If you're international, I'll give you the opportunity to pay for the shipping. And then the only thing I ask, if you do win, just send me a video of your collection so I can see what you like. I have tons and tons of figures. I can't give you everything, but I'll take a look at what I have, what's available. And I'm picking up stuff, you never know. Might throw this into or other things. So, again, keep posting, keep commenting.
As he tosses it.
Sorry. Yeah, if you're an in-box collector, though, mystery box is not for you. And then Planet of the Apes. I can't believe nobody.
So just as a
you don't want to hear about my figure.
Just to recount what you said.
Yeah.
So to recount what Ryan said.
Yeah.
If you win, it's not a set mystery box. If you win, communicate with Ryan what lines you collect.
Yeah.
He's got a ton of stuff. And he'll try to fill the mystery box with things that he feels would be suitable for your collection or something along those lines, correct?
Yeah. I'm not going to try to give you just
plain English.
Yeah, and then if you complain about the mystery box, I'll just never do it again. So again,
I'll never
say you collect hot toys. Say you collect hot toys.
I ain't giving you hot toys, but
I collect statues.
Just remember it's free. And they're meant
all
to
right,
be
guys,
open.
we gotta end it. So
okay. 2 hours.
We gotta end it. So thanks again. And the next stream will be Tuesday my time after the Medicom event. So if you want to see the video, I'll have it up. If you want to talk about it, it will be a members only stream where I'll be able to answer any questions that you have about what I saw, what was my impression, what are the scales, things like that from the Medicom event. So
hey, but
if you want to watch that, please tune in. Yep.
The top 10 figure there. Show them what it is. Put them on the big screen. So one of my top 10 figures. Dark has it right there. Look at him. He's posting. He's got his fist up.
What are we doing? Who are we talking about?
Batman,
we're talking about Derek?
Yeah.
Sorry.
He was my number 10 tied with 3 others. Jason Goldberg said he's still available.
My computer.
$5.
Amazing. Love him.
He's a beautiful
the cape is too big though.
Figure.
He's yelling fight.
No, the cape is awesome.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You got to drape it down, man.
You got to leave it up.
All right, guys. Like I said, I got to go.
All right.
So, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Okay.
See you all next time.
See ya.
See ya.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. See you on the group.
Bye.
See ya.
All right.